Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomizer. This is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, episode 106. Got a couple of words I want to take a look at this morning, but first I want to start with a passage that I've written. I want you to read this passage right out loud and click pause to give yourself enough time so you don't rush, all right? You ready? Get ready, click pause, read this right out loud. All right, were any of those words tricky to read? Keep watching if so. In this video, I'm going to review these 4 words from that passage, all right? Show you some information and some strategies you might want to recall next time you're stuck on these or words like them when you're reading independently. First, a reminder of the fable of the tortoise and the hare, and the moral: slow and steady wins the race. Great advice when you do get stuck on big unfamiliar words, and I'll use unfamiliar as an example. Think of these words as races. There is a finish line, and if you read like the hare, you come to this word, you want to get to that finish line first, you might zip through this word. It's where mistakes can happen, but if you read like the tortoise and take it slow and steady when you come to these big unfamiliar words, that patience is definitely going to help improve your ability to decode them. Very important when you're reading independently. Keep that in mind. Let's practice. All right, here's one of the words. Starts with the syllable M. There's emu. Hi, emu. So is that emu or emil? Lat. Looks like lat to me, but I think with that ing, it's going to be an open syllable. Lating. Emulating. No, this is emulating. It's a verb. It comes from the root emulate. And the trick to this word is this you, right? You can sound like itself. You sounds like you, the word you. So to remember that, I like to say when you says you say emulate. And emulate comes to us from the ancient language Latin, emulatus, right? There's the you that sounds like you, emulatus, and that's been around a long time. You need to know that about the letter U. It doesn't get talked about very often. This is Latin, the AE vowel pair. That's a Latin thing, all right? This word means to rival or to be equal to. And if you think about a match between the Tigers versus the Wildcats, they're rivals, but they're also equal to each other. They're both big cats. They're both pretty good at what they do. Emulatus, this part of that Latin word, was kept in English, where an E was added to the N, and now we have the word emulate, which means to imitate, right? Like this, think this elephant trying to make us think it's a tiger. And you're not fooling me, elephant. Emulate has a silent E. We're going to drop that and add ing to get a new word. Emulate. That's a long A there because it used to be an E, making that long A sound. Ing, 4 syllables. All right. Here's another word I showed you. Starts with LM. Or is that elim? Open syllable E. Elim. Min. Elimin or elimin. Eliminating. Oh, yeah. Eliminating. A tricky word to read. Keeping track of that M and N in there. The verb comes from the root eliminate. And the origin of that is Latin as well. Eliminatus. From the Latin word limen. And that means threshold in Latin. And a threshold is this part of a door. It's almost like the line between inside and outside, stepping over the threshold. So eliminatus in Latin literally means to throw out the door. Out you go. That's what the Latin word eliminatus means, or to expel. All right. So this part of the Latin word was kept in English, where an E was added. And then we now have the word eliminate in English, meaning to remove. And out the door is one way to remove, I guess. Ends with a silent E. We're going to drop that and add an ing to get a new word. Eliminate. Long A there because it used to be silent E. Ing. Eliminating. Big word. Hard to spell. This next word has an I in the middle. Did you notice that when you were reading it? Not only that, but the vowel pair IA. What do you do with that? Well, that could be an open syllable, vi, and vi-at, or is it vi-atting there? Wait, maybe vi-ating, open syllable A there, vi-ating. There's the word that looks like all in the beginning, and lev, alev, or Levi, Levi's jeans. Leviating, tricky word. This is alleviating, alleviating. It's a verb, right? And the root is alleviate. Comes to us from Latin too, surprise, alleviatus. There's the origin of the IA vowel pair, way back in Latin. Not only that, but it sounds like EA, right? It's spelled IA. That's what I think the trick to this word is. The root of that is levis, meaning light in Latin, or is it levis? Light is a feather, not as a bright light. So alleviatus in Latin means to lift up or raise like a feather, but not literally. It's more like to lift your spirits or to comfort, like, oh, come here, give me a hug. Alleviatus. This part was kept in English where an E was added, and we now have the word alleviate. And that word is used a lot when you're not feeling so good and you take some medicine to alleviate your pain. Here's a Latin root you need to know, I-A-T-E, all right? So that comes from, we just reviewed Latin. It sounds like E8, right? So it makes it difficult to spell. It comes around every now and then. All right, here's radiate. All right, there's the Latin root. Here's humiliate. There's the Latin root. Associate with the Latin root, I-A-T-E at the end. And alleviate. It's got that silent E. We're going to drop that to add I-N-G or other suffixes. Now we have the word alleviate. Long A there because it used to be a silent E. Ing. And finally, I think I think we know this one. Elevating. Yep, elevating. Root word is, it's a verb. The root word is elevate. And it comes from, surprise, Latin, elevatus. Origin of that is levis or levis in Latin, meaning light. So elevatus also means to lift up or raise, as though it's light. Elevatus. Not like alleviatus, meaning to lift spirits or comfort. So that's the confusion, I think, between these two words. But this part of the Latin word was kept in English. The silent E added, and now we have the word elevate in English. All right, that silent E, if you drop it and add OR, we have elevator. Oh, stay away from those buttons. Just press up. Don't press all the numbers. And if you add ing, you have to drop that E. You've got the new word elevate. Long A used to be silent E. Ing, elevating. All right, that's it for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for more decoding videos like this one. Tell a friend, a family member, or a teacher about me too. That'd be cool. At my Facebook page, there's a photo album full of reading challenges I've written to help you continue practice decoding those big words and awesomizing your fluency at home. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. Come back and see me soon.